Hey guys, so I am back with another decluttering video for you. I want to apologize first of all for my appearance. I was not planning to film today, but I was working on editing my eyeshadow purging video, and I realized I really need an intro for it. I just didn't do a good job of starting it out when I was actually doing it. I just kind of dove right in. So anyway, so I did want to go ahead and film a quick intro in case you guys have not been following my decluttering series. Basically, I am going through my collection and getting rid of some older products, as well as products that I either just didn't like or just don't end up reaching for as often as I should. So just kind of paring things down a little bit. I'm not going extreme on this in any way. I definitely am going to still have a very large collection when I'm done. But like I said, I'm just getting rid of things that it's time for them to be thrown out, or things that I just know that I'm not going to be using. So anyway, this is the second category that I've gone through. I did already do my lip products, and if you're interested in seeing those, I do have a playlist for my declutter series, but I'll also link below my last video on my lip product declutter. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is actually going to be a two-part video. I'm going to be posting first the video on my single shadows purging, because after I went through everything, I had over an hour of footage. I just have so many products, it takes a long time to go through that much stuff. So rather than posting an hour-long video, I decided to do it in two parts. So the first video that you guys are going to see is actually going through just my single shadows, my pigments, and eyeshadow sticks. And then hopefully next week I'll be able to post my eyeshadow palette video where I go through my small palettes and my large palettes. So keep an eye out for that, and I hope you guys enjoy watching this. Also, I did want to let you guys know I'm planning to film a Q&A video, just because I feel like I don't talk a lot about my personal life, and I get a lot of questions from you guys about different things, so I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to answer some of those questions. So if you want to get to know me a little bit better, if you have any questions for me about anything, leave them below on this video, and I will hopefully be filming that later this week. So also you can follow me on Instagram, and I will post the question on Instagram as well. So if you want to ask me a question there, I'll be compiling all the questions and filming a Q&A for you guys. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Alright, so here's my single shadows. Some of these I already know are really new, and I haven't really played around with them a lot, and I'm not going to get rid of, and others are older now, and I don't like them, so this should be pretty easy, I think. So I'm going to start digging into them. This right here is a fairly new shadow for me. I haven't really even played around with it that much. I've used it only like once, but I really like it so far. It's from Cargo. I'm going to keep this, and there's a second one. I love both of these. One is like a light brown color, and the other is a really pretty cream color. So I'm going to keep both of those. Also, I'm going to keep all of these e.l.f. cream shadows, which I recently purchased in an e.l.f. haul. I've only tried a couple of them, but I do like them, so I'm going to go ahead and hang on to those for a little bit longer and see if I can use them more. So I have a whole set of those. Alright, so, oh, and then this... these Milani Bella shadows are new to my collection as well. They're actually pretty new in general, and I will be keeping all of those. I have a total of 4 of those only. Oh, of course I'm going to keep both of my MAC paint pots. I only have 2. I have the color Let's Skate and Antique Diamond. I like both of them a lot. I'm going to hang on to both of those. Alright, so this one I know I'm going to get rid of. This is from, okay, I don't know what this is from. As you can tell, the tag is so worn away and dirty. You can't even see anymore. I haven't even used this in a few years. Woo! And I used a lot of it. As you can tell, I used to use this often. And what's left has been totally dried up. So this is definitely going in the trash. This is a CoverGirl single shadow. It's just like this really pretty white color, and oh, you can tell there's like a layer of like hardness on the top here. I did used to use this a lot. I used to use a lot of white shadow like really harsh white shadow. I would use it on my lid sometimes, or I would use it as a highlight, a brow highlight or inner corner highlight, but I would use it a lot. This did get a lot of use, but I don't use these anymore, and I haven't used this in a long time, so this is going in the garbage as well. It's definitely old and needs to be thrown out now. This is another one, same thing. It's one of those really light cream white shadows. Used to use it a lot, don't use it so much anymore. As you can tell, it got some love, but that's going in the garbage. So onto these Rimmels singles right here. I have 3 of them. I think I'm going to hang on to this white one because it is really good as a highlight, and it's not that old. These 2, I just don't use them, but they're not old at all, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pass these along and see if someone else wants them. And this is the same situation with this Maybelline one. It's not that old, I just don't use it, so I am going to pass it along. Also, as I'm talking about the passing along, I had a lot of questions in my last video about what I was doing with those. I actually have a lot of female family members. I have 2 sister-in-laws and 2 sisters, and my mother-in-law and my daughter, who all have been splitting, and my mother as well, have all been splitting up the makeup. So I have a lot of people who are close to me that have been benefiting from this clean out. So the next thing I have is this cream base shadow from Starlooks in the color Warp. I actually do use this frequently. I used it in one of my tutorials. I am going to hang on to that. All right, I'm going to slide this one over now. Okay, so these Milani Bake Shadows, I got these at the Dollar Tree. I have barely touched any of them. I really wasn't a fan of them. I think it's just the colors that I got I don't like, I don't use, so and they're all loose in their packaging too, but I'm just not a fan, so I'm going to pass all of these along. They're not that old. They're probably about a year old now, but that's for eyeshadow. I still think they have some life left in them. I'll see if anyone wants them. Then I have this MAC shadow and this Inglot shadow. I just got both of these recently. Hang on to those and try to use them more. Alright, this one right now I already know I'm going to get rid of. I don't like it at all. This is from Gemma Kid, and it's just this really pretty light pale yellow. I thought it would be a really pretty lid color, but there is absolutely no color payoff. It actually swatches pretty decently, but on the lid you can't even see it. So I am going to go ahead and pass that on to somebody else. This Almay color, this one is actually really old. I think I'm going to throw this one out. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah, you can definitely tell that it's starting to get old, and it's in its packaging. It definitely needs to be thrown away. So I'm going to throw this one out. I have this Prestige one. This is not that old, and it is a really pretty highlight color, but I just have a lot like this and I never reach for it, so I'm going to pass that one along as well. Alright, I have these 4 Revlon Diamond Lusts. I really loved these when I first got them, but I don't use them ever. In fact, this one's not even open. Yeah, I just don't use them at all. I think I might keep this silver one because I do like using that to for like a really dramatic going out look. I like to put that right on top of something else to kind of sparkle it up. But okay, these 3 I'm going to put in my get rid of pile. Doing pretty good so far. That's my giveaway pile. That's my throwaway pile. Okay, so these all right here are just these e.l.f. mineral eyeshadows, and I really love these. I used to use them a lot. I don't use them as often as I used to, and I should be using them more, but I do have some colors that are similar, so I think I'll get rid of the similar colors and the ones that I know I won't use and try to use the other ones more often. Let me take a look here. This golden color is gorgeous. Here, let me take these all out so I can see them better. Here's them all out. I have a couple of these really light ones here, Elegant and Angel, or Elegant and Angelic. They look similar. This one has a little bit more of a yellowish tint to it, and this is just like a pure white. I probably will use this yellow tinted one more, so I'm going to get rid of this one and put that in my giveaway pile. Hang on to that one. I know I'm not going to ever use this beachy color, even though it's beautiful. Vibrant blue. I know I just will not use it, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. This dreamy color, I love this turquoisey color. I think I'm going to hang on to it and see if I can make myself use it. I love this light pink color, so I'm going to hang on to that one. Let's see here. Okay, these 3 here look almost identical. I have Caffeinated, Socialite, and Confident, and they're all kind of a bronzy brown color in the same family. This one's a little bit lighter. I think I'll hang on to that one and I'll give away the other 2. I love this gold color. I'm going to keep that one, and I love this kind of lilac-y purple, so I'm going to hang on to that. This one is really, really dark, and I have a MAC pigment that's almost the same as this. This one's actually almost out. I'm gonna go ahead and pass that one along. And then this green one I know I'll never use. This is kind of a pretty gray color. I think I'll keep that one and get rid of this one. Okay, so we brought that down a lot. So okay, and then I have these ones to go through. This I know I'm not going to use, and I will not. This is really old. I'm just going to throw this one away. It's an old, like, white pigment. Okay, I have some Lorac shadows in here. This one I love. It's an amazing highlight. I'm going to hang on to that one. And then this is another Lorac shadow, and this is a really pretty bronzy color. I'm going to hang on to that. Next, I have like this cream shadow from Clean Color. I don't like the formula on this, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And then I have some NYX single shadows. This is a really similar bronze to that Lorac, so I think I'll let that one go. And it's actually really super glittery too, which I'm not a fan of. Alright, and this is another NYX single shadow. This is a really pretty pale yellow. I actually do like this one, so I think I'll go ahead and keep that. This is actually a cream liner, so skip over that. That's my backup. And then I have this really pretty MAC color. It's like this really bright pink. I'm going to keep that for a little bit. I haven't had a chance to play with it. And then I have this Be a Bombshell cream shadow, which I just got in a BoxyCharm, and I really want to try it. I also got this in a BoxyCharm. It's a Mica Beauty. It's like a loose shadow. I'm going to give that one a try. I haven't tried it yet. This I got from a Listia auction. It is a individual shadow from Victoria's Secret. Haven't tried it yet. And then I have just two of these Maybelline color tattoos, and I love both of these colors, so I'm going to keep both of those. This one's like a golden color, and this is like a pale creamy color. And then finally I have a single shadow from Wet n Wild. You know, I just don't use this. Again, I just have so many of this color. I'm going to go ahead and let that one go. Alright, so we started with 64 single shadows. I'm throwing 5 away, so we're down to 59. And then this is my giveaway pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we went down from 64 to 38. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these shadow sticks. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't have that many. I only have 10 here. And some of these are actually really new, like all these Milani ones I just found at the Dollar Tree last month, and I actually haven't had a chance to even try these out yet. So I have 4 different shades here. I'm going to go ahead and hang on to these because I would like to give them a try at least. So I'll keep those. Alright, next I have, let's see, a couple of these NYX Jumbo pencils. And I actually never use these. I really don't use these. I think I'm going to go ahead and pass these along. They're not that old. They're probably about a year old or so. They do need sharpened, both of them, but they definitely have a lot of products still left on both. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these on. So I'll put that in the pass on pile. And then let's see, next, okay, so this one is from Sumata Beauty, and this I got in a BoxyCharm, and I haven't tried it yet. I've swatched it a couple of times, and it looks like a pretty color. I think I'll hang on to it for just a little bit longer to see if I can get myself to use it, because it is such a beautiful color. So the next thing is this Avon pencil, and this is so old. I honestly don't even know why I still have this. I've had this for way too long, and it's a frosty blue color that I'm never going to use again in my life, so this is definitely going into the garbage. Next I have another Dollar Tree item. This is the Maybelline Great Wear. I had a bunch of these in lipstick ones too, but this one is actually an eyeshadow. I had bought a bunch of these. This is the only one I hung on to after I tried them out because I actually liked the shade of this. It's like a really nice like nudie peach, and I thought it would be good as like an all over like a base, lid base, because it matches my skin so well. So I think I'll hang on to this for a little bit longer and see if I can use that as a base. And then the last thing I have is this Garden Botanica pencil, and it is a really beautiful frosty white, which it's a great highlight, but honestly I've had this a very long time and I never reach for it anymore because I have a lot of other really good highlights, and this one is so old. I think it is time to let this one go ahead and go into the garbage. So not too bad. It was a small section to begin with. We only had 10, but I'm going to be giving away 2 and throwing away 2. So that'll leave us with just 6 pencils in this category. So I'll go ahead and write that down. So moving on to pigments. This is another pretty small category. I only had 16 to begin with, and I don't think I'm really going to get rid of, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of any of these. So I have all of these small little MAC pigments. These actually came in holiday kits. I got 2 holiday kits with different shades in them. So I think I have 12 because I think I'm going to hang on to all of these. I don't know, you know, some of these are actually really close to the same color. Maybe I could get rid of some of the similar ones. A lot of these are really similar, so I think maybe I'll just go through and get rid of some of the similar ones. Really pretty colors, and I do use these from time to time. I don't use them as often as I should, but they are pigments, so they're gonna last a really long time, just like shadows. But yeah, so I think I might just get rid of one of these 2 because they almost are the same color. They're both a nice bronzy color. Let me see, what are the names of these? This one is called Gold Stroke, and this one is called Chocolate Brown. But honestly, you can't even hardly tell the difference between the 2 of them because they are so similar. My swatches. This one is the Gold Stroke. Look how beautiful. No, wait, that's not. This is Chocolate Brown. That is so beautiful. And this is Gold Stroke. It's just a little bit more light. I think I'm going to keep the Chocolate Brown because I really, really like the way that swatches. And I'm going to try to use this more often. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in my giveaway pile, the Gold Stroke. And I'm keeping the rest. Alright, so then I have these Dollar Tree ones. I've got 2 of the LA colors and 1 of the NYC. So these LA color ones, they're very similar. This one's kind of more of a champagne color. This is got a little bit more of a gold undertone, but they're both really, really light colors. These are great like colors for the lid, all over the lid colors. These are really beautiful. I do need to use them more. I like the way that it has a little brush. It makes it easy for swatching. Gosh, these are so pretty. Why do I not use these more? I don't know. I should be using these like all the frickin' time. They're so pretty. To these for now. I'm going to try to use them more. And then I have this Lancome one. It's just like a really shimmery white. I do like using that one for highlighting when I'm going for drama, so I'll keep that. Then I have these 2 L'Oreal ones, actually. Pink one and a gold one. I know I'm never going to use this pink one. I was going to try to make myself use it, or I was going to try to use it more, and I just never do. So I'm going to put this in the giveaway pile. I'll keep this golden one because it's just really pretty golden bronze. And I'm going to keep this single NYX one that I have. It's kind of they're kind of like a bronzy color, but it's a little bit different than the other ones that I have. This is actually more of a coppery color. That's really pretty. This one here. So I'm going to go ahead and keep both of those. Alright, so I just got rid of 2 pigments, which would bring us from 16 down to 14.